Start off with a question we've gotten off of our @VT Beyond Twitter feed, and they ask, what type of faculty will be the faculty of the future?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think we touched on that. I'll give it a shot. Mm-hmm. Both of our institutions, as I said, are in the scheme of higher ed globally, and also secondly, here in the United States, we're relatively young. It's been in the 1960s, 1970s when both of our institutions said, we're not just going to educate people, but we're also going to be scholars of the world, and we're going to have not just the best students in our state, but we're going to be a place where students from around the world come, and we're going to be equal to any other university. So both University of Florida and Virginia Tech are working hard to raise what I call our stature. So I think faculty here at Virginia Tech and faculty at the University of Florida are going to be in the future ones that not only their peers know about them nationally, but I would like to see faculty that the general public knows about. Now, not all faculty are going to write columns in the New York Times or do things, but I do think more public visibility and engagement with society by faculty will become more important. So faculty will have to develop those kinds of skills, which I've had to learn by doing it by making mistakes, engaging with the public in whatever ways. It could be on social media, but it could be more classically. And that will help, I think, our case for why our society needs to invest in these special universities.
I couldn't agree more. I think there's a diversity of ways that faculty can fulfill the mission. We can't expect every faculty member to do exceptional work in every aspect of what it means to be a faculty member at all times. They might do it through their career, but not maybe all at once. But I've noticed we had a remarkable experience with Mark Edwards and his colleagues in civil engineering going into Flint. And the last year or so, we've talked a lot about that experience that Mark had that was driven by his passions for clean and safe drinking water for everyone. And it's the conversation, I think, it's not completely new, but it's much more elevated, is this sense of, especially for land grants, of having an aspiration for improving the human condition, being very out about that. Not just something you talk about around the dinner table or with your graduate group, but something that is publicly accessible. And then building your depth in your discipline and your interactions with teams across the disciplines to allow you to go out and attack real problems alongside the necessary work in building the base of knowledge. But I think that's a great frontier for all of us, especially the land grants, where we already have that kind of mission or that DNA or whatever.
Yeah.
But just getting it out, exactly like you described, just getting it out there, making it more visible to the public. This is why you fund the public universities, is because they are actually making a difference out there. They're not just generating knowledge, which is critical, but they're having an impact on the human condition. They're having an impact on economies.